Nice. Fez,
maybe I better not learn it then.
You do need the confidence, that, even if you don't use any of these skills, and I hope you never have to. But I could tell by the way we're talking here today, you need a little more confidence in your physical self.
Yeah, that would help.
Fez has only been in one fight in his whole life, and that one went down as a loss.
Yeah, that was, I was coming home from the 7-Eleven. I had just gotten a Slurpee.
Guess. Yeah, let me guess. You were getting some snacks. Chubsy is hungry in the middle of the day down in Florida.
And I was walking back down the road to my house, and these two kids came up from behind me, and they grabbed my bike, and they wouldn't let my bike go. And I was forced off of my bike.
Girl's bike?
No, it was a nice bike.
Yeah, but was there the bar there?
No, because the last bike I had had fallen on it, so they decided we didn't want to have that happen again.
So, girl's bike.
Yeah. So they had grabbed my bike, and they were going to take my bike and everything.
Is this when they start to call you a fat gay kid, or what did they say? What did they say first?
It was fat first.
Fat.
Fat always came first. And it was these two shirtless boys in cut-off ducks, and they had cane fishing poles. Apparently they had been fishing. We had a lot of woods around the house. They had been fishing out in the woods. And then what happened was they took my bike and they threw it in the ditch there. And then as I was trying to get away from them, one of them clocked me from behind right in the ear.
So what'd you do?
I kept going. I didn't stop my pace at all, really. I kept stumbling forward and just screamed, "That didn't hurt."
Good one.
And just kept going.
Through your tears.
Yeah.
That didn't hurt.
And left the bike there in the ditch.
Your dad furious when you showed up home without a bike?
No, because I didn't tell anyone.
Oh, good.
I just waited a while and went back and got my bike out of the ditch. Yeah.
Where did he strike you?
Your urine-soaked bike.
Right in the ear. Right in the ear hole. Hit me from
pushing
behind.
it home with your red ear.
Yeah, I couldn't even get back on it to ride it home. There was no way. It just wasn't happening.
Just out of what, your own sadness?
Yeah, just
why would people be so mean? Like that had to occur to you?
That and like still just shaking like a leaf. Where the point of I'm not even going to be able to get on bar, no bar in the middle of this thing. I'm not going to be able to get on this bike.
Fatty can't ride.
One of the things that you just said that's interesting is the areas that you're striking. He struck you in the back of the head on the side by the ear.
Yeah.
Okay, so your equilibrium was shot. You were dizzy. You were you couldn't. You know,
it rung.
You dropped your Slurpee?
Oh, the Slurpee was gone the minute I was being, held back on my bike. They had the handlebars in the back of it.
So the
Slurpee was gone immediately.
That's what hurt your feelings the most, that sweet ice just going right down the sewer. With your dreams and your dignity.
You know my love of frozen sugared water.
I heard this story from his dad and his brother and his mom, and they were out the window laughing, looking out.
Yeah, you think they would have come down the street a little.
Is that when they hit you with the nickname Fartley?
That's about when it started. Yeah.
That hurts.
I don't know how it networked through the neighborhood at that point. There was no internet or cell phones at that point.
There was no telephone at that point when you were a kid.
We had phones.
It was you and
the party line.
You and Fatty Arbuckle lived in the one part of town.
So that was my one fight experience.
After that, you start carrying a knife?
No. I quit riding the bike for a while.
Then how'd you make all those sandwiches for yourself at school? After that, you start to stay inside and cook more?
Yeah, then I found my love of television. Of daytime television, after school shows.
Hey, Scott. Scott, you're on Run FS. How you doing?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What do you got, buddy?
I think one of your previous callers pointed out the type of kid that would be coming into the ring after you.
Right.
Today's kids, mostly soccer-playing little pansies. They don't know how to take a hit. They don't know how to give a hit. I think you're going to knock out a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, that is the truth. And I'm telling you, everybody is shocked when you get hit. If you're in a bar fight or whatever, no one is thinking after they get hit. There's no way to train to be able to take a hit better, right, Master Pell?
Well, that's not true. If you're comfortable, if you're in the ring and you're constantly fighting all the time, then you're tempering your body.
Right.
So eventually, your body will get tough enough to absorb.
Well, you're
strikes.
almost numb to pain.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It really depends on your training. But getting back to what we were talking about before,
Fezzy?
You're going to get tired. It's as simple as that. You will get tired. After a certain amount of punches, you're going to be exhausted. And if you think that you can do 100 kids, that's not going to happen.
I slept for days after 2 young fishermen got me.
All right, let's grab Steve real quick, because I know he's a battler. And, I don't want to stay with this one thing forever, but it drives me crazy to hear how some people just have no belief. All right, Steve, I don't know whether you heard the premise that we went through, and I've seen you. You're a guy who is ready to scrap. You took on that
Tito Ortiz, yeah.
Tito Ortiz, which, to me, the balls to just say, here's a man who's a vicious killer. Yeah, Tito, I'm ready for you.
Of course.
Now, 9-year-olds, they're coming after you.
How many of them?
That's it. How many of them can you handle? How many of them can you fight off before you finally succumb?
Or you jump in a hybrid and take off.
You too, huh? Thank you. My first instinct would not be to fight 9-year-olds, only because I think there's got to be you've got to have a screw loose somewhere.
All right, but let's do this. Let's take it up a notch.
Right.
Nazis have your parents. They will kill them unless you fight these 9-year-olds. You're doing this to save your family.
I think I've said about all I'm going to say to my parents. They can go with God. No, that's all right. If I absolutely had to fight 9-year-olds,
yes,
I could probably get about a dozen of them down before they really piled on. They're sort of like big cockroaches at that point.
I would just love to see Steve just punch a 9-year-old after 9-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, if really given a choice, I mean, are they knife wielding 9-year-olds? Do they have guns?
No, white kids, non-retarded.
Oh,
non-retarded whites.
Non-retarded whites.
That's the key.
Yeah. We're making this as easily as possible.
Then I might have to up that to maybe 20.
Yeah.
I could take on 29-year-olds, but if the choice has been completely eliminated for me and I have to fight 9-year-olds, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in and giving us your expertise. Fez,
Thank you.
You're still going to tap out at 3.
3, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez Show.